Hi everyone, and welcome to another one of our weekly forecast videos where we go through our top 3 instruments. I give you my point of view and the setups that I'm looking for, and hopefully that's helpful for you as well and something that you can take advantage of. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and join our free Telegram channel as well, where you can find a lot more valuable trading content and other trading setups as well. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So before we have a look at the charts, let's have a look at the economic calendar and see what kind of news we've got ahead for this week, as it looks like we've got some high impact news coming up in the following days. Now we're going to start off with Tuesday, when we've got Royal Bank of Australia's interest rate decision. Okay, so that's an important one that will most likely create some moves across the Aussie pairs. Then on Wednesday, we've got the Royal Bank of New Zealand interest rate decision, which is quite important as it was supposed to change last time, but due to COVID, that didn't happen. So we could expect some different numbers here this Wednesday coming. Okay, so obviously if we do get positive numbers for the New Zealand dollar, then that means we should be looking at an upside direction across the New Zealand dollar pairs. Alright, and then on Friday, probably the most important one, as it is the first Friday of the month, we've got US dollar non-farm payrolls coming up as well. And to be honest, it looks like for the US dollar, that's what's most important this week. We've also got ADP employment change and the PMI services on Tuesday and Wednesday, but we don't expect them to have that much of an impact, especially when we've got NFP coming out at the end of the week. Okay, now let's have a look at the charts. The first instrument that we're going to start off with is Bitcoin, where on a daily time frame we can see a pullback that happened after price reached a certain support level that we looked at last week. If you haven't watched the video, make sure to go back and watch it. There's going to be a button in the top right hand corner and you can see what we looked at previously and where price currently is. Then we're going to step down to the 4-hour time frame and we can see a higher structure created after that bounce of the support level, and we're going to be talking about the next resistance levels, and then we're going to step down to the hourly chart and we'll see what could happen next after such a strong upside bullish impulse. Okay, let's have a look. Right, so looking at the daily time frame here on Bitcoin, what we looked at last week was that price has just came down here to that 40k 500 level, and we talked about a possible break below this structure right here, and that we would be looking for selling opportunities once that happens. However, as you can see, that didn't happen. We formed kind of a double bottom down here, and price then just shoots up all the way up here again, reaching the 48k level right around here. Now, I've left this level here, this resistance zone that we've got, because you can see that, we've had reaction previously to it. We've also had structure looking left, and we've had multiple reactions around this zone as well. So that's where price has just stopped right now, and it's currently holding sideways. So it's very important to see if we're going to manage to break above this resistance zone, or are we gonna actually use it as resistance, and is price going to head down again to a lower levels. However, looking for trading opportunities though, this is not something that I would be using for my entry signal. I wanted to leave that zone there, as it was a zone that we looked at last week, but really the level that kind of a key level that we're going to be looking at will be this one up here at 52k 700, right around here. So basically this previous high. If I see that market breaks above it, then this is the level which will indicate to me that I need to get involved into a long trade. Now I'm also going to leave this zone right here, because once we step down to the 4-hour time frame, seeing a break above this resistance is just an extra confirmation that we should see price going up even higher, and then possibly eventually breaking above this previous high here. Okay, so really my key levels are 52k 700 and also the 40k 500 levels down here. If I see price breaking below this 40k level, that's when I want to get involved into a short trade. And also if I see price breaking above this previous high, which is the 52k 700 level, this is where I want to get long right here. Okay, otherwise I'm not trading, and I don't think we've got high probability setups while price is trading inside of those two levels. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we'll step down to the 4-hour chart, and as you can see, this is the resistance that we're currently looking at. So even if I see a break above this, I'm not going to be, buying straight away, because the next resistance, a key level again, is just above it. So, although on the lower time frames we might have some opportunities, this is not something that I suggest trading, because we might see, a continuation of this downside move right here. And so that's why I'm only going to be trading off of key levels. Okay, so that's how the 4-hour chart looks. And then if we drop down to the hourly chart, obviously we've got this minor level right here, and if I see market breaking below this level, then that will be my first indication that we could see market heading down to this support of 40k. Okay, and obviously the same if we do see break above previous high and a continuation to the upside, then that's when I'm going to be looking for the next key level above price action to see what kind of reaction we will get there. Okay, otherwise I'm not trading and I'm not trying to get involved in some short moves, but that's how Bitcoin looks. Feel free to comment down below and share with me what types of setups are you looking at. Do you currently have any positions on Bitcoin? And let's engage in a conversation so everyone could benefit from it. The next instrument on our list is a major pair, euro-dollar, and on a daily time frame we could anticipate a continuation lower. Then on the 4-hour time frame we'll see what could happen before that next drop, or are we going to see price going lower straight away. And then on the hourly chart we're going to go over a couple of entry opportunities that we might have pretty soon on this pair. So starting off from the daily time frame, what we've got here is a confirmed downside move. Price has been creating lower structure. At one point it came all the way back up to previous high, didn't manage to break above it, and then it continued with the downside move, breaking below key levels as well. So that indicates to us that we still have US dollar strength in the market, and that's the more likely scenario from now on as well. So like I said, we could now expect a downside continuation, but before that we might have kind of a pullback to our previous structure, in this case around the 1.1680 level. But really if we zoom out a little bit, we've also got this resistance that we've broken below, which is just around current price levels. So let's take for example 1.1680, because if there's going to be a kind of a deeper pullback, well then this is the level to watch out for. So right here at this previous low. Now if I step down to the 4-hour time frame and I'm looking at this level right here, if I see this pullback and basically price continuing higher right now, well then I'm going to be waiting for market to come up here, retest that level, and once it gives me a decent reversal signal, that's when I'm going to be looking to enter short. And I could even place my stop loss. I can use an aggressive stop loss just above the reversal, and that would really give me very decent risk to reward ratio as well. Now you have the chance to use a more conservative stops here, but that solely depends on your trading style, your risk appetite, and obviously the strategies that you use as your entry techniques. Okay, when we're looking for take profit levels, now I'm going to go back to a daily time frame. The first one that I see below current price levels is this high right here, which is around the 1.15 level, but that's pretty close to price action. So really I'm going to be looking at the 1.13 level, which is basically the 1.1316. All right, so just around here, quite far to be honest. So more of a long-term idea. This is not going to happen throughout this week, but it's just a level to watch out for. Map it, plot it on your chart, and if price comes all the way down here in a few weeks time, then you've got this level on your chart and you know what to look for. However, dropping down to the hourly chart, obviously if we do get that pullback up here, then we can look for some reversal patterns. It could be either a double top pattern formation right around here. You could wait for a price to come up here, give you a rejection candle, maybe a long wick to the upside, an engulfing candle, and that could be your signal for to enter short, right? Or you could see a high, then you can wait for a lower high, break a structure, and then to make your entry. Whatever you use, you can use, like I said, a stop loss just above that reversal. You can have your first targets down here at 1.1560 first if you want to, or you can go straight for those long-term targets that we're talking about, and then just move your stop loss every time price creates lower structure. Okay, so pretty decent opportunity here on euro dollar. We've got to be patient, but like I said, we are expecting that downside continuation to follow, and whether it be from this level up here, or maybe price will just reverse right around here as it is currently holding up resistance as well. We are going to be looking for our entry signals, and really the most conservative way would be to wait for price to break below that 1.1516 level. Once it does, you wait for the retest, you enter on that retest, anticipating a move down, having your stop loss up here at 1.1620. And of course, if you want to be more aggressive, you can have your stop loss just above the reversal down here, and you can get involved into a short trade that way as well. Okay, and before we proceed with the last instrument that we're gonna have a look at, which is gold, make sure to subscribe to this channel, ring the notification bell, also join our free Telegram channel where you can find our contact if you want to get involved into our paid members group as well, where we send out our trade signals with stop loss, specific take profit levels, as well as a couple of daily analysis every single day before the London market open and before US market open. That's very, very helpful, as it will help you to trade in the right direction, therefore maximize your profits and reduce your losses. Okay, so moving on to gold on a daily time frame, just like with the euro dollar, we would expect for price to continue lower. Then we're going to step down to the 4-hour chart, and we can see that price was in a pullback, and it looks like this pullback might be coming to an end. And then on the hourly chart, we're going to go over some entry opportunities, some trading setups, and again, something that you can possibly take advantage of and make some money for yourself as well. Okay, so looking at the daily time frame here on gold, we're looking at a downside move, and especially now since we know that we could expect a continuation of that US dollar strength, then that means we should see a downside continuation here on gold as well. Okay, now looking at the last couple of days of the previous week, we've had this upside impulse which resulted in this pullback that we can clearly see here on the 4-hour time frame. We didn't want to enter any short trades while price was going up, and so that's why we had to wait for this pullback to end. Okay, now we've got some resistance, minor resistance levels around this zone, inside of this zone really right here, and that's where we expect to see price reversing back to the downside. And just here in the last couple of hours, we've already got this push to the downside, and price didn't even manage to reach previous highs. So for those of you more aggressive traders, that could be an entry signal, and if that's the case, then make sure that you've got your stop losses just above this week right here, basically the 1785, 88 level, somewhere around here. That's where you want your stop loss. Now on a daily time frame, if we go back up there, our targets will be down here at 1680. Okay, now there's further levels to the downside which we're going to be talking about in the next videos. But as of right now, this is what we're targeting for 1680. Okay, again, the 4-hour chart has already showed us that this could be the end of the pullback, and we might actually see price going lower next. However, if I drop down to the hourly chart, I've got this minor support level right here, and that's also a level that you could use for an entry signal, right? If we see that break and retest below this level, then that could be a decent opportunity. This way you can use an even more aggressive stop loss, which is just up here around 1765, 1770. Okay, an even more conservative way would be to actually wait for break below a key level, this one down here. So if we're looking at this level, then we've got to wait for price to come all the way down here, right? Break below this level, come back for a retest, give us a nice rejection candle, whether it be a doji, a long wick to the upside, again could be an engulfing candle as well, anything like this. And this is what we're going to be using for our sell signal. Once we enter a trade here, we can then use a stop loss up here or just above the reversal, and then we could go down for take profits at 1680. So pretty decent opportunities here as well. Once euro dollar breaks below its support levels, that's when we're going to see break a structure here on gold as well. Ideal case scenario is, again, you want to be trading off of key levels, as they will provide you with a much higher probability setups, therefore a higher win rate. Okay, if you like those analysis, if you like this video and you find it valuable, make sure to share that with a friend of yours. Also give us a like, comment down below if you will be trading any of those setups, and I'll make sure to get back to each one of you guys. Thank you all for watching. I wish you all a successful trading, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to watch our last 2 videos where you can find more valuable information. Check out our channel for more trading related videos. I wish you all a successful trading, and I'll see you next time.